Imagine yourself on the banks of a dark river, deep in the Amazon, on a night of celebration. Music echoes through the air, people dance, but something feels off. Among the crowd, a mysterious man appears. He's dressed in flawless white, wearing a hat he never takes off. He dances, he charms, his hypnotic gaze pulling everyone in, yet no one knows where he came from. Hours later, as the sun begins to rise, the man vanishes without a trace. Some swear he returns to the depths of the river, transforming into a massive pink river dolphin. Legend has it this enchanted being takes human form to seduce women at riverside parties, leaving them bewitched. The unsettling detail: beneath that white hat lies the secret of his true identity. A blowhole, just like the dolphins of the Amazon. Stories like these have been told for centuries. Children born with no father's name, strange disappearances, encounters that can't be explained, all fueling the fear of the locals. For many, there is no doubt the Boto is real, still haunting the waters and the parties, always searching for new victims. But in the end, is this just a tale created to explain the unexplainable? Or could there be some truth behind this supernatural seducer that continues to haunt Brazilian folklore to this day? The pink river dolphin is, without a doubt, one of the most enigmatic figures in Amazonian and Brazilian folklore. Unlike other legends that were born in ancient times and slowly spread, the story of the Boto is deeply rooted in life along the Amazon, where the rivers are not just pathways, but the very heart of existence. For those who live on the riverbanks, the Boto is not just another curious animal. It's a constant neighbor, a presence that follows fishermen, washerwomen, and travelers throughout the day. From this intimate connection between people and the river came the belief that the pink dolphin possesses supernatural powers. According to tradition, on nights of celebration, like June festivals or village parties, he would abandon his dolphin form to become a tall, handsome, irresistible man, always dressed in flawless white and wearing a stylish hat. The detail of the hat, isn't just for charm. It hides a blowhole on top of his head, the trace of his true aquatic nature. This myth carries many cultural roles. For many scholars, it served as a social explanation for delicate situations, like pregnancies outside of marriage in riverside communities. When a young woman appeared pregnant with no father in sight, people would say she had been visited by the Boto, shifting away the shame or the uncomfortable questions. At the same time, the legend worked as a warning. It reminded women to be cautious during parties and suggested that seduction could be dangerous. But it's not just a moral tale. Belief in the Boto also reinforces respect and fear for the river and its mysteries. The real animal, the Amazon River dolphin, or pink Boto, is already fascinating in itself, with its massive build, unusual color, and curious behavior. Blending its natural traits with a collective imagination gave rise to a mythical being capable of crossing two worlds, the deep waters and the human realm. As centuries passed, the legend spread beyond the Amazon, becoming part of Brazilian folklore as a whole. Today, the pink dolphin is remembered in books, songs, festivals, and even in scientific debates. Since some modern accounts still describe strange sightings and encounters that match the legend perfectly. It's this blend of culture, mystery, and reality that makes the Boto one of the most intriguing stories in our folklore. A legend born from the rivers, yet one that continues to drift through popular imagination to this very day. On festive nights, when the moon reflects over the dark waters of the river, the legend of the Pink River Dolphin comes to life. Music echoes through the riverside villages, people dance, bonfires light up the heavy Amazon air. And it's in this setting that they say he appears. Always elegant, dressed in flawless white, the mysterious man shows up out of nowhere, as if he had simply materialized. His gaze is piercing, his voice soft and hypnotic, able to win hearts with just a few words. Some even claim that when women dance with him, they feel as if they're floating, overtaken by an irresistible spell. But behind this seductive figure hides something deeply unsettling. The white hat he never removes has a sinister reason. Beneath it lies a blowhole at the top of his head, the unmistakable mark of his true form. The Amazon River dolphin, the Buto, according to legend. Once he captures his victim's heart, the Boto leads her away from the party, guiding her down to the river's edge. And that's when the magic turns dark. Before she even realizes it, she's standing before the deep waters, and the charming man begins to change. His human features dissolve. His skin shifts into a robust pink body, and within seconds, before terrified eyes, the dolphin emerges once again. With a graceful leap, he vanishes beneath the dark waters, taking with him the secret of the night. For centuries, mothers and grandmothers have told this story to their daughters and granddaughters as a warning. Never trust strangers. Never follow anyone down to the river. But, at the same time, the legend also served as an explanation for the unexplainable. Children born without a known father were often called sons of the Boto, reinforcing the belief that the river's seducer haunted the community. And like any powerful myth, this story was never locked in the past. Even today, there are those who claim to have seen mysterious figures at village parties, unknown men who appear once and are never seen again. Others swear they've witnessed strange lights or movements in the water, as if something were lurking silently, just waiting for its next chance. The Pink River Dolphin is a legend woven from both fascination and fear. Fascination with a magical figure who crosses worlds. Fear for the fate of the women who fall under his spell. And what's most unsettling is that the more you hear these stories, the harder it becomes to dismiss them. After all, how do you explain so many coincidences, so many births, so many disappearances tied to the very same myth? Is it just collective imagination? Or does the Pink River Dolphin still hide, beneath the waters of the Amazon, a secret we've yet to understand? If the legend of the Pink River Dolphin were just a folk tale, it might have faded away with time, forgotten among countless Amazonian stories. But what keeps this myth alive today are the accounts eerily similar. coming from different generations and regions, always reinforcing the feeling that something much greater lurks beneath the dark waters of the river. There are stories of women who swear they met a mysterious man at riverside festivals, always elegant and charming, only for him to vanish before dawn. Some of these women, months later, revealed they were pregnant, and when asked about the father, would simply say, "It was the dolphin." These narratives have crossed centuries, turning the myth into both a social explanation and a source of fear. Pick in the countryside of Para, one story is still told today. A young woman claimed to have been courted by a mysterious man during a St. John's festival. He danced with her in an enchanting way, but never removed the hat from his head. At the end of the night, he led her to the riverbank. She says that in that very moment, the man disappeared before her eyes, and a huge dolphin leaped from the waters right after. From that day on, she swore she would never again attend riverside parties. Another account comes from communities in Amazonas, where locals say they've seen human-like figures walking along the riverbanks on full moon nights. When they approached, the figures dove into the river and vanished without a trace, as if they had never existed. To the riverside people, there was no doubt it was the dolphin returning home. Some encounters are even more unsettling. One woman recalled that one night, while looking at the river, she saw a man in white standing on a rock, his hat pulled low over his face. He remained there, motionless, as if watching her. When she blinked, he was gone, leaving only ripples on the surface of the water, as if something had just slipped beneath. Of course, skeptics have their explanations. Many believe these sightings are mere illusions caused by darkness, moonlight reflections, or even alcohol consumed during the festivals. Others argue the legend was created to justify delicate social situations, turning the dolphin into a scapegoat for unexpected pregnancies. But then comes the haunting question. How can we explain so many similar testimonies, spread across different regions of the Amazon, separated by hundreds of kilometers and decades? Could it really be coincidence? Or is there something beyond imagination that truly connects these stories? The pink river dolphin lingers like a shadow in Brazilian waters, a myth that blends reality and fantasy, fascination and fear, love and tragedy. And as long as the rivers keep flowing, as long as riverside festivals continue to echo their music under the moon, there will always be those who wonder, on that very night, could the dolphin be among us? The Pink River Dolphin is more than just a legend told to scare or entertain. It's a mirror of the meeting between culture, nature, and human imagination. In the Amazon's rivers, where every corner hides a secret, the dolphin has become a symbol, a being that carries both beauty and danger, seduction and fear. For many, it's just an invention, created to explain social mysteries and enforce behavioral rules in riverside communities. For others, it's real, a spirit that wanders between two worlds, able to take human form and return to the waters at sunrise. It precisely this uncertainty that keeps the legend alive. We never have a definitive answer, only accounts that multiply and stories that repeat. Reflecting on the dolphin, we also realize how Brazilian folklore carries a unique power. It's not just a collection of old tales. It's the way different generations explained the inexplicable, how they dealt with the secrets of the forest and rivers. The pink river dolphin, with its irresistible charm and dark side, reminds us that mystery is still part of life, and that forces, real or imagined, continue beyond our understanding. And perhaps that's the greatest power of this legend, showing that fear and fascination walk hand in hand. After all, who would dare doubt something that so many claim to have seen, felt, or even experienced firsthand? Is the dolphin merely a collective invention, or could it still appear on some riverside festival night, ready to charm yet another victim? Now I leave this question for you. If you were at a riverside party and saw a man dressed in white, hat on his head, and a piercing gaze, would you dare to dance with him? If this story sparked your curiosity and stirred your imagination, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to follow the next legends, mysteries, and secrets we'll explore together here on Urban Secrets. Because the rivers, the forests, and Brazil itself hold secrets that are still alive, waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves.